Well, David, on Twitter there's a hashtag called Young Hip Oscars, and there's a lot that's a
Being
lot has
used
been made of it
ironically.
being this is about youth and now and bringing the kids in. So how's that going?
So we
far?
have songs that could have been written 50 years ago.
Yes.
Trent Reznor comes and goes like that. You don't even get to hear his
Yes.
music or the 9 Inch Nails. And when it's time to do the funny,
Right.
you got to go out, reach way in Oscars past, and find Billy Crystal. And then what does he do?
Yes, he brings
reaches
out
way farther back and a virtual video version of Bob Hope.
Bob Hope, who the person who bylined Bob Hope's obituary in the New York Times died before Bob Hope did.
Yes. Okay.
So,
but here's the thing: when Bob Hope told that joke about what do they call Oscar night,
Passover.
both of us at the same
knew
time
that joke.
said Passover, and it's because good jokes are hard to find. It's a little sad that these guys had to go back 50 years, put on
Yeah,
they're
I
having a
don't-
little trouble finding the funny.
I think they are, and I think that might be just that this Oscar broadcast tries to bring everything together and imagine some kind of state of cultural consensus
Right.
that may not actually exist. There may not be a kind of like broad mainstream that's represented by, that Bob Hope, Johnny Carson, Billy Crystal, Whoopi Goldberg used to represent.
One of the themes is that there is no maypole for culture in this year's Oscars. Really good example all over the road. Oh, it's about this ancient speech that this king made. No, it's about a social network. It's about the future. It's about Inception. It's all over the road.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Now, tell me, we've been thinking of our colleagues who are out there.
Brooks
on the
Barnes,
West
Michael
Coast. Yeah,
Sipley,
yeah.
Malena Rysick. These are all our friends out on the West Coast that we work with.
And they're not sitting around eating organic snacks at this point, are they?
Hopefully not. And if they are,
Or
the
inorganic.
snacks at the Oscars are really, really good. But sometime soon, these guys down here who actually have important jobs and aren't up here bopping balloons,
Yeah.
they're going to be saying to the West Coast, where is our copy? And
Yeah.
they're going to say, it's not done. Have you looked on TV? The thing is not done. I've been sitting there, and they generally keep me a long distance away from Deadline Matters. That's why I now do web video. But you're bystanding, you're trying to help, you're trying to feed stuff to them. I was there once on Deadline when somebody poured water accidentally into the router and it blew up right before Deadline. Right now, I'm not kidding, the writer turned into red mist, he'll remain nameless.
God.
You're filing on East Coast deadlines from a West Coast event.
yes.
You'll find no sympathy in this building because they have to make a paper. They have to be deciding right now, what is the lead of this story? And you know what? We don't really know
the
for
lead.
sure
Right.
that King's Speech has won.
Well, I mean, I remember it happens sometimes because the paper is printed in successive editions. So some of the editions go out into the world before
They have a
the
big
story's done.
picture and not a lot
And they
of
have a big
text.
color. And then you do get mail from. I mean, I think it's changed a little bit on the web, but you do get mail from. How did the New York Times miss what
Right.
won the Best Picture?
Right.
So it's
The Daily Miracle is a darn tough thing. I'd rather sit here just buried in snacks and crack wise in video.
Yes, it's a good way to impersonate journalists, I think.